Hi, I'm Vicky at Feather and Flow Yoga. Welcome to my YouTube channel and to this short and sweet yoga flow, which is designed to help you to relieve some layers of stress and tension and anxiety. So when you're ready, come to a comfortable seat down on your yoga mat and sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. Let's take a big breath in through the nose and a big breath out through the mouth. As you're ready, gently lower your right ear down towards your right shoulder. And you have the option to place the right hand on top of the head, but be really mindful here, making sure you're not pushing on the head, just being really gentle. Stretching through the neck and the shoulder, where we often hold on to some tightness from our stress or tension. See if you can really use your exhales to soften and release. Option to extend your left hand out to your left, just noticing how that feels. Maybe it deepens the stretch for you. Finding what you need here. And gently release. And we'll do the same thing the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. An option to place the hand on top of the head. Breathe in and out through the nose, full deep breaths. Option to extend your right hand out to the right. And gently release, bringing your hands to your lap. And as you inhale, draw your shoulders up towards the ears, and as you exhale, round them back behind you and down. Inhaling to lift the shoulders and exhale to round down. Seeing if we can link the movement with the breath. Last one in this direction, and when you get to the bottom, changing direction, lifting up and forwards. Just noticing what you feel. Maybe there's some crunchiness or tightness. Gently release. And as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, we'll gently twist, sending our left hand back down behind us and our right hand down in front of us. And turning the head to look out over the left shoulder. Sitting tall here. Lightly draw your shoulder blades towards one another. Just pausing for a breath or two. And as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead as you come back to face the front. And exhale, twist the other way. So turning the head to look out over the right shoulder this time. The chest is open. Full even breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale, the arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twisting once more, turning the head to look out over the left shoulder. And next, inhale, the arms reach up, look ahead. Exhale, twisting the other way. Last time, arms reach up as we face forwards, and then exhale, bring all 10 fingers down to your yoga mat. From here, I'm going to guide you through a pranayama, which is a breathing exercise. And the one that we're going to do today is called Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. It's really good for calming the mind and giving the mind a focus, which can help us to just arrive more in the present moment. And it's also very good for balancing our internal systems and the mind. So I really recommend it for any times that you're feeling stressed or anxious or uptight. And it's something that you don't have to do as part of a yoga flow. It doesn't have to be done here on your yoga mat. You can do it anywhere, anytime, if you just have a few minutes. I really recommend it. So we'll start using our right hand. You're going to use your right thumb and your right ring finger, the fourth finger. And you can curl the two fingers in between down. Now, if this is not very easily accessible or if it's really uncomfortable for you, don't worry about it. You can use the index finger and the thumb, but traditionally we use the thumb and the ring finger. So we'll begin by just taking a big breath in through both nostrils and a big breath out through both nostrils. And at the end of that exhale, cover your right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through just the left nostril. And at the top of that inhale, cover the left nostril and breathe out through just the right. Inhale through the right. Cover right, exhale left. You can close the eyes here if that feels good. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. And continue breathing like this in your own pace. Inhaling through the same side that you just exhaled from. Wherever you are, finish off one more inhale and one more exhale. And gently lower the hands to the lap and breathe in fully through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. And if your eyes are closed, gently open up the eyes. Just take a second to check in with how you're feeling. And from here, bring your hands out in front of you and gently walk them out, bringing your upper body down towards the ground, allowing yourself to fold here. Maybe it feels good to let the head hang heavy. As you're ready, walk the hands back, come to sit tall. And switch legs, bring the other leg out in front this time. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, walk the arms out in front of you. And gently guide yourself back to a seated position, sitting tall. From here, make your way to all fours. Bringing your wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Spread your fingers wide and we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, lower the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin and the chest. And as you exhale, round through the back, push the mat away and draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the tailbone, gently look up. Exhale, push the mat away, round through the spine, chin to chest. One more each way. And as you're ready, come back to a neutral spine and bring your big toe mounds to touch and send your knees out wide. We're coming into a wide-kneed child's pose. So sit back on towards the heels and walk the arms out in front of you and bring your forehead down towards the mat. And just rest here, breathing into the belly. Feeling the belly grow full and round with each inhale and noticing the release with each exhale. See if you can gently extend the fingers slightly further away from you, deepening your stretch. And as you're ready, lift the head and round back to all fours, bringing your knees back in line with the hips. And tuck the toes and lift the knees up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Being really gentle with yourself here, bending one knee deeply and then the other if that feels good. Maybe you want to shake out the head before coming into stillness. And take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale fully through the mouth. Let it all go. And just know that any poses that bring your head lower than the heart are really calming for the mind. So anything like a downward facing dog or a forward fold or any of the inversions are super good at calming you down, bringing you back into balance. As you're ready, bend the knees and step the feet up to meet the hands. And slowly begin to round all the way up, but go slower than you want to go. Really feel each movement through the spine as the vertebrae, one after another, unravel as you come to stand tall. And as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart for Tadasana. From here, lift all 10 toes up and spread them wide and then set them down on the mat. And really begin to zone in on the sensation of your yoga mat on the soles of your feet. So bring all of your awareness to your feet and just notice what you feel. I know that often if we're feeling really stressed out or anxious, it can be because we are getting too lost in thoughts of what's going to happen in the future or what's happened in the past. So by bringing your connection back into your body and just becoming aware of any small sensations or sounds or things that you can see, it's just a really great way of bringing you back into this moment, this time right here. As you're ready, begin to shift your awareness onto your left leg and bring your right foot coming into tree pose. So I'm just going to turn to face you and I will mirror you here. So you're going to do your right foot, I'll do my left so that we're mirrored. So the foot can place the heel either on top of the left foot, or you can come to place the sole of the foot on the inner calf, or to make it more challenging, you can place it on the inner thigh. But wherever you are, just avoid the knee joint. Hands can be to the heart, on the hips, or up overhead of you. And find your drishti, a focal point out in front of you to gaze, which is really going to help you to maintain some balance here. Don't worry if you wobble. All trees sway in the wind, that's what I say. Let's be real. And as much as you're pushing into your standing leg with the sole of your foot, push back with that standing leg so you have two opposing lines of energy. Your core is engaged, supporting you here. Gently release, but see if you can keep your right leg lifted. And as you inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, begin to step back, bending that left front leg and coming into a high lunge with your right foot back behind you. Inhale fully through the nose and exhale, let it all go through the mouth with a sigh. Another big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, plant the hands down on the floor and step back to a plank pose. From here, lower all the way down to your belly, bring the tops of the feet down, and as you inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. Exhale, lower down, push into the mat as you come to all fours, tuck the toes and lift the knees and the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Maybe you'd like to walk the feet up the mat just a couple of inches to clarify your foundation. Push the mat away. And as you're ready, bend the knees and walk or hop to the front of your mat. And inhale, find your halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to here to bring your belly to your thighs. And then let the head hang heavy. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up with the arms and look up at the thumbs. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart for Tadasana. As you're ready, lift all 10 toes, spread them wide, set them down. And once more, feel that connection with the skin on the soles of the feet to your yoga mat. And just notice, how does it feel? What sensations am I aware of right now? And as you're ready, begin to shift your weight onto the left leg as we come into tree pose. Sorry, your weight onto the right leg, coming into tree pose with your left leg. So remembering, you can have the heel of the foot resting on top of the other foot, or you can come into rest the sole on the inner calf or the inner thigh. Find your drishti, gaze out in front of you, and then decide where you'd like to put your hands, either to the heart, to the hips, or up overhead. I'm just going to come to the front of my mat once more. No worries if you're wobbling. Keep breathing here fully and evenly, in and out through the nose. As you're ready, gently release it. See if you can keep the left leg lifted. Inhale, the arms reach up overhead, and as you exhale, step back for your high lunge. And take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, let it all go through the mouth. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, plant the hands and step back for plank pose once more. And exhale to lower all the way down. Inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. Exhale, lower down, push into your mat as you rise back to all fours. Tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth. Push the mat away, hips are lifted high, intending to straighten the legs, but no worries if they don't get fully straight. As you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg high, spread the toes. And as you exhale, step the right foot forwards to the front of the mat. Find your balance as you rise up onto your fingertips. And inhale to lift all the way up. And plant the left foot. We're coming into warrior one here. So the whole left foot is touching the ground, the whole sole of the foot. And the toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. The right knee is bent and the knee is over the ankle, or slightly behind, but never out in front. Pressing evenly into the outside edge of your left foot. And traditionally the hips would be facing forwards, but if that's not accessible to you, just make sure that your ribs are facing forwards. Inhale, the arms reach up, and exhale, bring the hands back behind you and interlace the fingers if that feels accessible to you, rolling the shoulder blades towards one another. Otherwise, you can take hold of opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, begin to lower your chest down towards your knee and let the arms reach back behind you. Breathe fully and deeply, and inhale, rise back up, hands come to the low back. And your next breath in, the arms reach up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Option to lower all the way down and take cobra, or if chaturanga's in your practice, lowering halfway and inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhale, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth. Inhale, lift the left leg high, spread the toes. And as you exhale, step that left foot to the front of the mat, rise onto the fingertips, and use your strength to lift up, finding warrior one on the other side. So pressing into the outside edge of your right foot. The whole sole of the foot is down on the mat, toes pointing out about 45 degrees. As you're ready, interlace the hands behind you, but this time put the other thumb on top, the one that maybe feels a little bit weird. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your chest towards the knee. And lift the arms up away from you, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Full powerful breaths here. Inhale, lift up, the arms reach up overhead, and exhale, plant the hands, pivot on the back foot as you step back to your plank pose and move through your vinyasa. Lowering down and inhaling, finding upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full powerful breaths here. Push the mat away, gazing toward your navel. As you're ready, lower your knees down to the mat and we'll come to lie all the way down on our bellies. From here, extend your right arm out to your right, keeping your left hand under the left shoulder. Lower your right temple down to the ground, and then bend the left knee and begin to push into your left hand to roll onto your right side. Maybe the left foot comes back behind you, or it can rest on top of the right foot. So be really gentle here and mindful. We're opening up through the right shoulder, through the front of that shoulder. If at any point that doesn't feel good, just guide yourself slightly more towards your belly. Really find your edge, but be really cautious. We don't want to cause any pain here. As you're ready, slowly come back onto your belly. Bring your right hand under the right shoulder. Extend your left arm out to the left and bring the left temple down to the mat. Bend your right knee and begin to push into your right hand, rolling onto the other side this time. And gently guide yourself back to the center and come back to all fours. And from here we'll take another child's pose, but this time you have the option to extend your arms out in front of you, or maybe bring the hands by the feet, come into balasana, bring the forehead down to the mat and just allow your shoulders to round down. Inhale to lift up, send the legs out to one side and extend the mat in front of you. Toes point up to the sky. Inhale, the arms reach up overhead, and as you exhale, lower your belly towards your thighs. Take hold wherever you can, whether that's the knees, the shins, the ankles, whatever feels good for you, not passing any judgment on yourself. Just finding a great stretch through the hamstrings and the low back. And seeing if with each exhale you can gently guide the belly closer to the thighs. Gently release. Bend the knees and come to lie down on your back. And from here, hug the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins. Gentle tuck of the chin. And you can be still here, or you can gently rock from side to side, bringing your awareness to your back and just noticing that shift of the weight on each side as you move. How does it feel? And gently release, bringing the feet down to the ground, keeping the knees bent, and begin to bring your soles of your feet towards one another and let the hips open out. Sorry, not the hips, the knees open out. Hands can rest on the belly, or maybe one on the belly and one on the chest. You can even close the eyes here. Bringing your awareness to the movements of the body with each inhale and exhale. take hold of the undersides of the legs and gently guide the knees towards one another. And then from here, press into the soles of the feet to lift the hips up just a little and bump them over to the right, and allow your knees to fall over to the left. Hands can stay on the belly, or you can extend the arms, maybe even bending at the elbows for a cactus. And then the option to turn the head to look out to your right. Just finding what works best for you. A nice gentle twist. Guide yourself back to neutral. This time pressing into the feet and bumping your hips slightly to the left. Allow your knees to go to the right. Same thing with the arms, an option to turn the head to look out to your left this time. And gently come back to neutral. And from here, extend the legs out long. Let the feet come out wide, maybe as wide as your mat, and the toes splay out to the sides. The hands can rest on the belly or out to the sides with the palms facing up. And go ahead and close the eyes. Take a really big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Feeling your body grow heavy here. Feeling safe and supported and grounded. And just noticing a sense of heaviness wash over the body, growing heavy from the heels of your feet, traveling up the legs to the hips and the low back. The upper back and the shoulders feel heavy and supported here. The head is heavy, arms and your hands heavy and relaxed. Your eyes are closed. See if you can feel a sense of softness across the eyebrows and the forehead, corners of the eyes, softening through the jaw and the corners of the mouth. Allowing yourself this time to just relax. And if thoughts come, see if you can let them just float on past, not giving them any of your attention. And we'll be here in Shavasana for a few minutes, and I'll let you know when Shavasana is complete. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And bring some small movements to the feet and the hands. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed for now, Gently roll onto one side and then guide yourself into a seated position. Bring your hands to rest at heart center. And just take a moment to check in with how you're feeling, noticing if maybe it's different to how you felt at the start of the practice. And see if you can find a sense of gratitude for the time that you've taken today to work on lowering your stress levels and bringing a sense of peace to your mind. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. If you like this video, please let me know with a thumbs up or with a comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Feather and Flow Yoga.